We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Kamara in the passing game. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground with Bryce Chase Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Huntley to throw. Rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Huntley. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Love. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Saints, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Huntley. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll throw again. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They go play action. Winston escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Huntley being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Huntley. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And got his man. Complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Kamara try the right side. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 2nd down, Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off play action. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. Here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. They'll check this one down to Bowden, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. They'll roll him out right. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. O.J. Howard as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's get off the field. Hey, Mike 20, 19, right. Watch the run, watch the run. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Bring it.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now a give, right side. Love. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 16. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Shrugs him off. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, it's Vaughn.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Vaughn. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On the move to his left. Evans has it left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play fake. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off play action. Huntley. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Huntley rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pete Werner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Vaughn. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. midfield and inside the 45.
Well, his game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Huntley's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You go.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off play action. Huntley airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
3rd and long for Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Escapes the defender. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5 now. Winston. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. He completes it to Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Focus the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley, now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point put through by Succop as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Off play action. Huntley. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Huntley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barber. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive experience.